Good morning, it's Friday, and it is day 12 of the 2-week fuel cycle, and it's a fuel pull day. Today and tomorrow are fuel pull days. It is Friday, and my breakfast is different than what I said. If you watched my video from yesterday, day 11, I mentioned I was going to be making the cookie bowl oatmeal, and well, I didn't make it before I went to bed like I said I was gonna, and I had to switch it around, so it took me some time to think about what I was going to make. And I decided to do egg whites with some veggies. So I have some sweet potato, or not sweet potato, what's it called? Red bell pepper in here and half of a Roma tomato. And the tomato made it very watery. And it was hard to cook. It took a little bit longer to cook. And then salt and pepper and nutritional yeast. And I have a Trimmy Light. It's 2 cups of coffee with ingredients for 1 Trimmy in it. 1 Trimmy Light, and it works out just perfect. So I'm going to start doing that from now on. Fill up my cup, not just do, because I have a Keurig. So I'm going to do 2 K-cups worth. It fills the cup, and then I add the MCT oil, the collagen, the stevia, anything else. I'm probably going to try next week, try making the bulletproof coffees to see how those are and how I like those differently from these. And see how that goes, and I'm sure I will, because butter and coffees are really good. And I'm going to be eating this. This is a fuel pull. I have egg whites in there instead of whole egg to make this a fuel pull. The only fat is in my coffee, and I did add a little bit of cashew milk. I'm so glad whoever suggested to start putting cashew milk. I should look back at the comments so I could say your name on here, because it's so much better with cashew milk in it than it is with none or with almond milk. I don't like almond milk in it. But someone else also suggested the nut pods. Excuse me. Totally forgot about the nut pods. They don't sell them in any of the stores that I shop at. I should look at Sprouts though. Sprouts might have them. I don't think I've even looked for them at Sprouts. But I know I can buy them off Amazon, and let's see, what's that store called? Whole Foods sells them. So I could probably go to Whole Foods and get them. But Whole Foods is like a half-hour away, and I'm never near a Whole Foods. So I'm going to go eat this. And I don't remember what's for lunch. I'll show you my menu at lunchtime, because I'm just going to go eat. My son's over there making pancakes. I don't want to disturb him. And I'm going to go eat this while it's hot. Yum, yum. Here is my Friday lunch. I am having the BLT wraps that are in the Trim Healthy Table cookbook. And at the moment, I don't remember, even though I just looked, what page they're on. But I think, wait a minute, 290 something, because I have my book split in 2 and I got it bound, and it's in the second section, so it's 290 something. I have a cup of coffee with no fat in it, because I used, I did not add MCT oil to it. I used 1 Laughing Cow Cheese Spicy Pepper Jack. I get these, see, we're blessed. I don't buy these, I don't ever pay full price for these things. We have a store called Grocery Outlet, which is a grocery store that has everything normal you would find, but it also has lots and lots of markdown foods. Like they buy surplus, kind of like Big Lots, you know, they buy surplus of foods that stores are getting rid of or close to expiration, and then they sell it for super cheap. So I usually get these for like around $1 each, or when they're close to expiration, they're under $1, and then I put them in the freezer. So I have romaine lettuce with 1 wedge cut into 4s, spread all over it. I have probably about 3/4 of a small tomato. It was a small tomato, trust me. It was just about bigger than a ping pong ball. Maybe 1.5 size of a ping pong ball. It was very small, and it had a mushy spot on it, so I didn't use the whole thing. So I cut it up, like as you can see here, and put it all over. And then I have half a slice of turkey on each one, and half a slice of turkey bacon on each one. And I'm going to add some salt and pepper to it. And this is going to be a great fuel pull lunch, and if this tastes that good, I think this is going to be another meal that I'll probably have multiple times in the future, because these are all foods that we already have on hand. We already have lunch meat, and we most likely have the Laughing Cow cheese and the turkey bacon, and I'm sure you could use full bacon. Yes, the lady at church gave me these lemons. Isn't it huge? It's like the size of a grapefruit. Well, maybe I can make some canaries tonight, singing canaries tonight or tomorrow. So,
dessert.
Well, it's a drink. Remember that yellow drink that Mommy has? What was I saying? Oh, if you use full bacon, like full regular pork bacon, this totally would be an S. And you can use more Laughing Cow cheese, or you put mayonnaise on it. You can use a whole slice for an S of turkey bacon. mayonnaise for an S. You wouldn't use mayonnaise in fuel pool mode right now. So this is what I'm going to eat, and dinner is a tomato soup, I believe. And oh, it's pretty. Look at the pretty gecko. Who knew they were so pretty? I was surprised. And so that is what I'm eating. I think tomato soup is what's for dinner. It's like a single serve recipe in the Trim Healthy Mama cookbook. So I'm gonna go eat this, and then I'm off to grocery shopping. Here is my fuel pool dinner. I made the Tuscan tomato soup from the Trim Healthy Mama cookbook. It is under the single serve soup recipes, and you're supposed to put it in a blender and then cook it on the stove. Or I put it on the stove and then I use the hand immersion blender. So it has okra in it. So as you can see, I have those little strings of the okra in it. So yeah, don't do it the way I did it unless you do a better job, you know, of blending it. I'm not really going to eat those things. I just don't want to. I'm not an okra fan. So this is a fuel pull, and I'm going to put a little bit of this on top, just like my salads before, my other lunches. You know, it's just going to be a little dashing of it just to give it a little bit more flavor. I've not tasted it yet. It's really, really hot. If it's not good, I'll come back on here and give you my opinion on it, because I've not had this ever before. Have you made this before? How do you like it? What have you changed in this? Let us know. And so maybe we could try that in the future. But this is a fuel pull. And it's the end of the day, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing anything else tonight. And if I do have anything else to eat, I will let you know. Alright, so I'm back to my soup. I need to tell you, I don't like it. I'm like forcing myself to eat some of it, and it's like, you know how like you're hungry, you eat food and it's gross and then you lose your appetite? So that's how I feel right now. You know what I want to eat? You see that right there? That could easily go in my stomach, but I'm not going to, because there's only 2 more days left on this fuel cycle. I don't know what to do. It's just, I don't know how to describe it. It just doesn't taste good. I may have made it wrong. Who knows? But these little stringy things are really turning me off on this thing. Ooh, Dreamfield's pasta sounds good. But I can't have that. So I'm going to go, sorry, you're like looking at my neck. I'm going to go in my fridge and find some fuel pool foods to eat and figure it out from there. And I'll let you know what I come up with. Dinner problem solved. I am having dessert. I made this spice cake from Sherry Graham's website. She has these little recipe cards that you can print out, and I laminated them years ago. And this is one of my most favorite muffins in a mug type thing, cakes. And it's a fuel pull, and I put not even, look at that, that's a tiny bit. Look at that, that's a tiny bit of cream cheese in the middle, just so that there's something, you know, moist to take a little bit of. You know, you could use Greek yogurt, but I just did a little bit of that. And it's that third less fat, the Nerf cheese, you know, that I call it. So I'm going to eat this, and my soup is going to go in the trash, and I'm never going to make that again. You won't be able to convince me to make that again, because I'll have memories of today from that soup. So anyway, I'm going to go eat this and enjoy this, and I'm going to make probably a nice cup of tea and try to make some sort of like a hot tea latte without adding any fat to it. I'm going to see how I can do that. I'll probably just add some collagen to it to up my protein tonight, and just I gotta think that through. Gotta make sure I make it without any fat. So because I believe all my fat would be, oh, let's see. Now I am having some coconut flour and oat fiber in this, but it's only 1 tablespoon. So I'm not going completely off, because I've not had any of those things for the last 2 weeks. So I'm okay with this. I need food right now, and this is going to do it for me. And if you've not tried this, I'll try to remember to put a link below to her recipe. This is really, really good. And Michelle, you were the one who put this on Instagram tonight for your dessert, and that's what made me think of this. So thank you so much. All right, so if I make a tea, I don't know if you want to see it or not. I'll try to put it on here, but if I don't, I'll see you tomorrow. Be a blessing.